Ozzy is definitely an old soul, such a loving young man, and he has a heart for justice. Like, he really cares about people and about the world. Ozzy started at Rainier Scholars in June of 2017. He's looking at his schoolwork with new depth and new eyes. He's learned how to be a great student.
I think it's important to her because she wants me to have the opportunity to go to college because she never had the opportunity.
It's not been easy. It's definitely not been easy. Right now I'm working 2 jobs. It's kind of a day and night thing. And I really want something different for my kids. So I see Rainier Scholars as an investment in my son's future.
I started Rainier Scholars in 2002. I was a very shy student. During my time at Rainier Scholars, I came to really appreciate challenge. Rather than run away from it or push it aside, I came to welcome it. I started to realize that there was more to life than just school. I realized that there was an end goal, that there's a reason for why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, the reason why I'm taking extra classes, the reasons why I'm pushing myself. I mean, it's one of those things where, my parents, none of them have a college education. They hardly got the high school diploma. My dad was a janitor and he works at a warehouse. My mom worked as a seamstress. Growing up, going to Rainier Scholars and finding out that that's not my future, that's not what I have to do. I can be an engineer, I can be a professor, I can own my own business, all these different options. It seems like every time I've set a goal for something, I've been able to make it. So when I said I wanted to go to college, I went to college and I got my degree. When I said I wanted to go to med school, I got into med school. And then when I said I want to become a pediatrician, I made it into my pediatric residency. The day I matched with UC Davis was a day filled with nervousness, with anxiety at the very beginning, and then was just a day of jubilation, of smiles. I didn't know that I could smile for that long.
I really see day-to-day people who have a lot of broken dreams. I ended up going to community college for a little over a year and getting pregnant with my oldest son and dropping out and just going to work full time. You go years and years without accomplishing things that you want to accomplish, and by the time that life happens, you feel like you can't accomplish any of them. I really hope for my kids to really have access to what the world has to offer, where they're not just trapped in, their neighborhood and they never get out of their city and they don't have any idea of what's going on really around them because all that they can do is get up every day and go to whatever job it is. They're just living hand to mouth and they're just stuck. I'll do everything that I can to get them through school, through college.
Jamie has always been 110% invested in Ozzy's success. You can just see it in her eyes every day, how proud she is of the progress that he's making. They're both surprising themselves at really what he can accomplish at such a young age. The future is limitless for Ozzy.
A large part of my reason for wanting to go into pediatrics comes from my time as a student advisor at Rainier Scholars. I loved working with families and working with children. At the end of the 14 months, I had 7 guys left from my advisory group, and now as I am graduating medical school, they're all graduating college now. For me, a physician is more than just a healer. For me, a physician is a leader, a physician is a teacher, a physician is the cornerstone of a community. Medicine for me is about service. It's a calling to help those in need. I am excited to be doing my residency at UC Davis. It is an opportunity to work with an underserved community.
I think Rainier Scholars is a catalyst for helping kids see what's possible. I know that Ozzy is capable of doing anything. I want him to just be courageous. He will touch the world in dynamic ways.
I know my mom always had dreams of me becoming a doctor or accomplishing all these great things, and now for her it's a reality. I mean, I think about what my parents did. Like my dad worked 18 hours for the longest time. I mean, I wasn't the only one on this journey. I wasn't the only one who made sacrifices for this. And so I think for my parents, this definitely shows them that it was worth it. For a lot of parents, the dreams for themselves kind of stop. And then it just becomes dreams of their kids, right? And, it's their dream now, right? So, yeah, it's like, it really is a dream come true for them. I know that. I would tell younger Rainier Scholars to not be afraid of your dreams. Don't be afraid if you want to be a physician. Don't be afraid if you want to be a world-class artist. Don't be afraid. There are times that you're going to be sad. There are times that you're going to feel like, I don't want to do this. That's okay. It happens all the time. It happens to all of us, and it'll continue happening to all of us, but realizing that that's normal. Follow your dreams, follow your passions, and don't be afraid if there are obstacles in the way.